It's a new day in the workroom, and 7 of us remain. It is a bit nerve-wracking knowing that we started from 11, and now 7. I am hoping I get another win soon, because the more queens who get sent home, the closer the finale is, and I do not want to be in the finale with just 1 win.
I am feeling great today. I have been consistent so far. Out of 4 weeks I have been in the top for 3 of them, and the judges are loving what I am serving. I think it's time for these queens to all go home. The queens all talk to each other. While doing so, Asterix vents to Madeline, saying he feels like the judges are not seeing him, since he has been safe 3/4 of a week they have been here. Georgette then yells over to Asterix and says that she cannot relate, implying that she had a win at 2 high placements. Snowy then tells Georgette that her win was only a shared win with him, and that she only won because of Petty Hours Broom's designing skills.
I am honestly getting kind of annoyed with Georgette. She says rude things to everyone, every week. She barely does anything on her own, and yet she still gets good critiques. I hope she falls to the bottom soon.
Georgette, taken aback, snaps at Snowy and tells him that he is just a worthless mutt who has only been doing okay because of his outfits. Penelope then says to Georgette that she has no room to talk when all she has been doing is just showing outfits on the runway, so it's not like she had much of a difference. This poodle is getting on my last nerve. I swear. Once this competition is over and we are all no longer under contract, the first thing I am going to do is scratch her eyes out. Clock that tea.
I feel kind of worried about where I stand in this competition. I have only been critiqued 1 time out of 4 weeks. I need to step it up, no matter what kind of challenge comes our way.
Oriana wins the mini challenge and will get a special advantage for the maxi challenge. Oh wow, my 2nd mini challenge win. It looks like I will get her advantage for our challenge this week. I wonder what the challenge will be. Bonjour, 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 my Super 7 queens. With the competition heating up, and as well with almost half of you gone, I felt like we needed a challenge to construct the funny queens from the shy queens. So for this week's maxi challenge, we will be playing the Snatch game, and here is how it works. You will be asked to play a character, in which this character can be anyone except yourself. You will all be asked questions, which you will have to respond to in the way your character would respond. Now, good luck and don't fuck it up. As the queens all discuss the challenge, Georgette asks what we'll be doing for their Snatch game character. Spirou says he is going to play Gordon Ramsay.
I think I could honestly do really well as Gordon Ramsay. He is a very funny guy. Idiot sandwich. See?
Madeline says she will be playing as Jesus. Georgette rolls her eyes and says, Jesus really? Madeline then says yes and asks if there is a problem. Asterix then tells Madeline that she has been involving Jesus a lot into what she has been bringing to the show so far, so it feels like Jesus is kind of predictable. Madeline then questions herself. Am I being too predictable? I thought I could do something funny like make Jesus gay, but it does kind of seem to be I have involved him a lot. Maybe I should try something different? Asterix then says he is going to be playing Slappy the Dummy from Goosebumps.
For this challenge, you need to take risks, and so I am going to take a risk of playing, walking and talking like Slappy the Dummy. Now I am no dummy, and neither is Slappy, so these queens better watch out.
Penelope then asks Oriana and Snowy what characters will they be doing. Oriana says that she will be doing the famous Ariana Grande. Snowy then says that he is wanting to play as Georgette. Both Oriana and Penelope gasp and ask why would he want to play someone as evil and dumb as her. The both of them realize why.
So yeah, I think I am going to play Georgette. She certainly is an interesting character, and since I have been close to her in this competition, I think I have a full-on view of how to play her character. And since I am not a very mean person, I am going to have to use every bit of nerve I have in me to be rude and mean, so I am sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings.
Snowy then asks Penelope what character she will be doing. Penelope then says she will be doing Mrs. Piggy. Georgette then looks over and tells Penelope no and that she will be doing Mrs. Piggy. Both Penelope and Georgette stare at each other with dead eyes. A producer then steps in to tell the queens to all make their way to the Snatch game room. Georgette and Penelope Pussycat will both play as Mrs. Piggy. Snowy will play as Georgette. Oriana will play as Ariana Grande. Asterix will play as Slappy the Dummy. Spirou will play as Gordon Ramsay. Madeline will play as Leonardo da Vinci. Asterix and Spirou has a great performance.
Oh wow, it seems Mrs. Piggy really liked Slappy. I told you all we ain't no dummy.
It seems my showcase of Gordon Ramsay was really up to par to Mrs. Piggy, so I think I have a good chance at winning today's challenge. Mrs. Piggy, please give me a win.
Georgette, Penelope Pussycat, Oriana, and Snowy all had a good performance.
I did not get very many laughs from Mrs. Piggy. I am a bit worried about tonight. I promised I would not land near the bottom ever again, but after looking at my performance in the challenge, I fear that I could be up for elimination.
I am a bit unsure about how I did this week in the challenge. Mrs. Piggy seemed to be weirded out by me and Georgette's performance. I did get a laugh or two from Mrs. Piggy though. So, you know how I said I would win this week's challenge? Yay. For the first time in this competition I am a bit worried about how I did. As long as I did better than Penelope, that will be good enough for me.
I love Ariana Grande. Madeline had a bad performance. Well, this is not good. I tried my best to make Da Vinci funny, but Mrs. Piggy was just not understanding what I was trying to do. I fear I could be in the bottom this week. As the queens all talk about everyone's performance in the Snatch game, Snowy and Madeline both tell Penelope that her interpretation of Mrs. Piggy was hilarious. Penelope thanks the both of them, then says that she feels bad for Snowy and Madeline because the three of them know how the Snatch game went.
Okay, yeah, I did not do that great in the challenge. I really thought I was being funny, but I guess it just came off as rude to Mrs. Piggy. Mrs. Piggy, I love you so much. I promise you I did not mean it when I called you fat. You are a beautiful pig.
Madeline says it's fine and that she understands. Madeline then starts to tear up. It's just, I feel so sad right now. I disappointed Jesus for not playing him in the Snatch game. I have been doing well these past few weeks and now I feel like I might get sent home. But I can't. I am the only girl here with 2 wins under her belt. Oh Jesus. Please, please, please tell me Mrs. Piggy would not send the front runner home. Right. Penelope and Snowy see Madeline tear up and the two of them comfort her. She then thanks them and the three of them all share a group hug. Asterix starts to laugh at the three of them and then tells Georgette to look at what they are doing. Georgette, startled, then says to Asterix that it's so funny. Georgette then goes back to getting ready for the runway.
Well, this is new. I have not seen Georgette this worried before. I mean, her Snatch game was horrid, so I guess I could understand why. But come on girl, the least you can do is keep yourself together and give some kind of useful TV to the camera crew to film. Maybe I should try and help her calm down. After all, she is my only friend I have here.
Asterix reaches over to Georgette and gives her a hug. Georgette, shocked, then asks Asterix what he is doing. Asterix then tells Georgette that she looked like she needed a hug. He then asks if she has never had a hug before. Georgette then has a Raven Simone moment and thinks back to the time when she used to have fun with her owner. Georgette starts to tear up and hug Asterix back. Wow, that short-looking gnome really made me feel real happiness for a moment. It feels weird, but I guess it was well needed. I guess I will say it. I feel like a loss. Ugh, okay Georgette. Pull yourself together girl. I feel like a loser. There, I said it. Happy, it's just I have done so well at sabotaging these others' queens, and now that I finally feel like I did bad because of my own faults, it makes me really worried. I hope my outfit can help save me from the bottom too. Georgette then thanks Asterix for the hug and tells him that he is a real one. Asterix happily accepts the compliment of being real and then tells Georgette to not stress, since they still have to show their runways. Georgette then agrees with Asterix and says her runway is amazing. Georgette then pulls her outfit out and Asterix gasps with his jaw open. He then says her outfit is stunning and that there is no way she will land in the bottom two. As the queens all chat, the production team then instructs the queens to make their ways to the runway. Welcome to the main stage of Mrs. Piggy's Drag Race France Season 1. Now please welcome your panel of judges. He is your co-host of the most. It's Kermit the Frog, and our extra special guest judge this week. She is a fashion diva, cartoon drag race contestant and Isma's Drag Race winner aka Twinner. It's Edna Mode. Hello Edna, I love what you did with the place. It's very, you. But anyhow, today I asked my sickening 7 queens play in the Snatch game. And now, on the runway, category is silver. Now races, start your engines, and may the best drag queen win. Spiru, Oriana, Snowy, and Madeline all slayed the runway.
Dang, I really mopped the floor with this week. I had a great Snatch game, as well as an incredible runway. I think this week could be my week to win.
I love silver. It's such a beautiful solid color to look at. I think the judges like it on me a lot as well. But I do not want silver. I want the gold, darlings.
This might have been my best week yet. I was awesome in the Snatch game, and now I am serving silver platter to you on the runway. I hope that my outfit this week saves me from the bottom. I know I performed the worst in Snatch game. I just need to pray to Jesus. Asterix and Penelope Pussycat had a great runway.
I think the judges loved my runway. I hope this week will be my week to finally get a win. I really need it since I had to lip sync last week.
I feel like this week has been the best showcase of what I can do. These queens need to watch out because this twink is in town.
Georgette had a good runway.
I hope this outfit can redeem the way I did in the Snatch game. I am legit pissing myself right now. Mrs. Piggy, please save me from the bottom. Please.
Alrighty queens, now that we have seen all your runways, we have made some decisions. But first, when I call your name, please take a step up. Penelope Pussycat, you are safe and may head to the back of the stage.
Wait, what? I am the only one who is safe? I thought I did pretty good this week. Oh well, at least it's not the bottom.
This means Georgette, Spiru, Asterix, Oriana, Madeline, and Snowy. The 6 of you represent the tops and the bottoms of the week. Now up first, Georgette. Georgette, girl, that Snatch game was one of the saddest experiences I have ever had to watch. You chose to play as me, but Penelope honestly did better. On a good note though, I liked your runway, I think it's very cute. But moving on, Spiru. Now Spiru, this week you stepped it up till it could not go any higher. Your Gordon Ramsay was one of the funniest things I have ever seen. And this runway, oh boy, you're going to put someone's eyes out with the flash on. Great job. Now next up, Asterix. Asterix dude, you have reached the stars this week. Because you a star baby. Slappy was a very interesting character choice but it worked out perfectly. His ooky spooky vibe mixed in with your energetic vibe made the whole thing even more funny. Also great job on the runway this week. Now next, it's Oriana. Oriana Grande. Shantae, you stay all day. You proved that God is a woman with how fantastic your performance of Ari was. And this runway, ugh, I wish I was wearing that. Amazing work. Now, Madeline, this week, you seem to struggle to find the correct words to make Vinci a funny character. And since Vinci has been gone for a while now, you could have made him into something new, but you kind of just made him feel even older than what his age is. But on the runway, you bedazzled us with the silver and made it feel like gold. But anyways, our last queen of the night, Snowy. Now Snowy, I would just like to say to you to not feel bad about calling me fat. Because
I'm getting skinny! Oh, I'm getting skinny!
See, I am super skinny, so me being fat is obviously not true. But anyways, your performance as Georgette was honestly not how we were expecting Georgette to be played as. She seemed to be a super amazing girl with awesome outfits and she seems very nice as well. So when you made her kind of evil, it just felt weird. But on the runway this week, you made it freezing because I love this runway. It's one of the best things I think we will ever see. But now, the judges and I have made some decisions. Spiru, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's challenge.
Oh my goodness. I won, I finally freaking won. Thank you so much Mrs. Piggy. Also Gordon. If you ever need an idiot sandwich, just call me.
Asterix and Oriana, good job this week, you are safe and the three of you may now head to the back of the stage.
Man, I thought I would win this week. But that loser Spirou won. Ugh.
I guess it was just not my week to win. Maybe I should just not use my ring anymore. Now, Georgette, this week you fumbled the bag with your interpretation of me. But on the runway, you were just cute. Madeline, this week, you made us yawn with your Snatch game, but your runway made us wide awake. Now Snowy, you tried to be funny, but your funny made you feel mean. But on the runway, you made it snowy for days. Snowy, you are safe. You may step to the back of the stage.
Thank the snowstorms that I am safe. Mrs. Piggy, again I am so sorry for being mean. I promise from now on to never be mean again. Never ever.
This means, Georgette, Madeline, I am sorry my dears, but the two of you are up for elimination. No. This is not what I wanted. This is my last chance to show Mrs. Piggy that I can be a threat in this competition. My 2 wins already speak for themselves.
Well, I was expecting this. Now you see, these queens think that all I can do is bring good looks to the stage. But they should never underestimate me. Madeline has 2 wins, and I have 1. But that does not scare me, and neither does Madeline scare me either. Madeline better pray that she gets some screen time in this lip sync. Because I am about to send her ginger bitch ass back to church. 2 queens, stand before me. Now ladies, this is your last chance to impress me, and save yourself from elimination. I consoled with the judges, but the final decision is mine to make. The lip sync song is Control, by Janet Jackson. Now good luck, and do not fuck it up. Georgette had a good lip sync, Madeline had a bad lip sync. Ladies, I have made my decision. Georgette, Shantae, you stay. Madeline, we loved watching your holy light shine, but for now, sashay away. Thank you, Mrs. Piggy, for letting me have this chance of a lifetime. But holy Jesus guacamole, am I rich now that I have 10k. Bye bye queens, see you all soon. This is Untucked. After Madeline's elimination, everyone except Asterix congratulated Spirou for winning the challenge and only Asterix congratulated Georgette for winning the lip sync. Georgette noticed this and asks if anyone else is going to congratulate her. Penelope then laughs at this and say Georgette is crazy for thinking they want her here. Georgette then says whatever and then says that this goes as a warning to the rest of the queens, where if they are in the bottom with her, then she will send them home no matter what. Oriana then says to Georgette that she hopes she stays in the bottom because after what she has said to everyone and done to everyone in the competition, she deserves to go home. Georgette then shakes her head and says that she is not going anywhere and that Oriana should feel lucky she did this week, otherwise the judges would have sent her home. Oriana then tells Georgette that she is ready to lip sync if she has to and that she has already shown everyone what she can do on the stage. Snowy then says to Spirou that he did amazing in the Snatch game and it was well deserved. Spirou then thanks Snowy and then says that he wished Madeline was replaced with Asterix. Asterix, angered, then says to Spirou that he hopes he leaves next week because he is a mediocre performer and he is only still in the competition because of his looks. Spirou then says that if he were only in the competition for his looks, then why did he win Snatch game? Asterix then says he only won Snatch game because of rigor mortis. Snowy then asks who is Morris. The queens all laugh at this, then Edna Mode walks in. Edna tells the queens that she is very proud of the 6 of them for making it this far and that they are all making France very proud. Oriana then tells Edna that she has looked up to Edna's fashion inspirations and that on the runway she is wearing one of Edna's creations. Edna Mode then says that she knows that she thought it was hers since she loved it so much. Both Oriana and Edna share a laugh. Snowy then asks Edna how has it been since winning Isma's drag race. Edna Mode then says that she is doing great and that it has been an experience of a lifetime to go from almost making the final lip sync on All Stars 2, to then tie for the title of Cartoon's next drag superstar. Georgette then says that she was not very impressed with Edna on any of her seasons. Edna Mode then asks Georgette who does she think she is for trying to throw shade at her.
Georgette then says she is France's first drag superstar and that she could design a better outfit than Edna. Penelope then laughs at this and says to Georgette that she made both Petit Hours Brune and Snowy create her outfits for her because she most likely could not even do them herself. The queens all laugh at Georgette, then Edna tells the queens she has to go back to Isma's drag race now. Edna then waves to the queens and they all say goodbye. After Edna leaves, Snowy then asks the rest of the queens how do they feel now that there is only 6 of them left. Georgette then says that she feels great and is ready to be crowned. Penelope Pussycat then calls Georgette delusional for thinking she is going to win. Georgette then says to Penelope that again she has a win and Penelope does not, so unless she thinks she has a shot at beating her then she is wrong. Penelope then says in this competition you do not need wins to be justified as a winner. She then says that as long as you show Mrs. Piggy that you have an equal amount of charisma, uniqueness, nerve and talent, then you will be crowned France's next drag superstar. Georgette then says that was a funny joke. Georgette then adds that there is not very many challenges for the rest of them to win. Spirou then adds in that only Snowy, Georgette and himself have a challenge win and that Oriana, Asterix and Penelope do not have a win. Asterix then says that he plans on winning the next challenge, so Spirou should not count him out just yet. Spirou then laughs and says Asterix is never going to get a win. Asterix throws his cocktail at Spirou, which then makes Georgette laugh. Hello there. If you are wanting to watch more of Mrs. Piggy's Drag Race France, then please leave and like and please subscribe to the channel. And if you are wanting to know more of future updates for the show, then please join the Cartoon Drag Race Discord server in the comments below. Now, if you cannot love yourself, then how can you love someone else? May I get an amen up in here?